What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream today. We've got some brand new gameplay that I'm going to be showing off for Star Citizen. Everyone knows, I'm a huge Star Citizen fan. This is the game that I love to play in the background when I'm doing videos of other games and stuff like that. This is my relaxation game. This is the game that I play that this is the chance for me to be a gamer. So everyone has those games that, they like, that's a guilty pleasure or something that they just want to forget everything else they do, that they just get sucked into. This is that game for me. I don't show it off on a normal basis, like all the time, but just know that it's a game that I absolutely love, and it's a guilty passion for me because it obviously has a lot of backlash to it because of how long it's taken to come to fruition. The game started development, even though Kickstarter started in 2012, the game started development probably at the end of 2013 once they started getting studios together and stuff like that. So it's been in development for, 7-8 years, 9 if you're frisky. But nonetheless, the ambition of the game obviously is something that's just so beyond what anything else in the market is today. And finally, today, you're going to notice the fruits of that. You're going to really see. I want to say that, what we've had up to this point has been stuff we've seen before, right? Basic inventory systems, basic missions, basic gameplay, nothing that had really showed you what the potential of this game truly is. So finally, I'm going to get to show you what I've known all along of how this game is going to be. This is going to be just a little snippet, I guess you could say, of the potential of this game. And it really shows. It really shows. So I'm very excited to show. We have brand new types of gameplay that you have not seen in games before. Levels of detail. It's truly amazing for what they're trying to do. You're finally going to get the chance to see all of that come together finally in this patch. So this patch is 3.15. It's in the PTU, so it's not available to everyone yet, of course, but that'll be coming out probably within the next month. When it's going to go live. So obviously, guys, this is alpha, bugs galore. We're going to be getting frustrated. It's just the nature of the game. But I want you to see the underlying potential that I've been trying to get you guys to see for a long time. But now I finally get to really show it because a lot of it is in game. A lot of this stuff, though, I've been talking about for years. This is what they're going to do. This is the ambition. You're really going to get to see the fruits of that labor in this stream. So first of all, let me show you. I'm going to be playing this in 4K, but I'm only streaming it in 1080 just to make sure that you guys don't see any drop frames and everything is good to go. Quality is on very high, but all of these are on medium. There's reasons for that because they're not implemented well and they just tank the entire system. The game's not optimized, so once that server meshing comes along and things are optimized, then we can turn these things up and you're really going to get the fruits of the labor on it. But I'm playing with an RTX 3090, so I get really good frames. Yesterday, I got 100 frames in 4K. I was just amazed. I'm not going to get that today. It never happens when I go on stream. And I played at nighttime. So this is during the day here where I live in America. So we'll see how that goes. But we're going to go ahead and jump in. And we're not going to go ahead and jump in because there's a glitch that keeps happening in the PTU. This is the first wave of the PTU. So it says placeholder, which means that it's not going to work. So I got to quit the game and bring it back up. This is just something that happens, okay? I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just a glitch. It happens. So right now there's a glitch where you try to get into a game and it says placeholder instead of giving you the option to select when you're going into the game. You have to kind of do a few things. You have to quit the game, restart the game. Sometimes you have to quit the game. Sometimes you have to log off of the server, then log back in, and then start the game and it'll work. It just depends. So maybe it won't work here. Maybe it will. We'll find out. But I'm giving you guys just the exactly kind of things you have to go. So it worked that time. See? Boom. Now we're in. All right, so it's just one of those things. As far as character customization, just to let you see how my character looks, that's not my character. This is my character right here. Again, the detail in the game is just amazing. And it's getting better and better, especially if you have a camera and you can get your face to move to match yours. I always keep it simple when I go with my characters. And I'm random all the time. Sometimes I'll select a female, sometimes I'll select a male. Yeah, so we'll just stick with what we already have here. And then let's enter the Star Citizen universe. Again, this is very glitchy, very buggy. Some things aren't going to work. Probably going to have to restart the game 30 times. But it's the nature of the beast. There are some major updates to this game. Major updates now. I mean, gosh, it's like a completely different game than it was just a few patches ago. And, you know, we'll dive into that as we come along. And it's going to take me a while to get used to it. A lot of things have changed. Therefore, I have to relearn things completely over. So if you've been playing this game like me for the past couple of years, or maybe you've taken some time off for one reason or another, you're quickly going to notice that some things have changed. And it's a lot more sophisticated behind the hood than it was previously. So it's hard to explain until we get into the game, but once we get into the game, then I can show you exactly what that means. On the surface, it's going to look the same. It's going to look like it did before, but there are so many things, you know, that have just completely made this different, especially in the last patch 3.14 and now leading into 3.15. Boy, you're going to see it here. All right, so hopefully we'll be able to jump in here in a second, give it a little bit, and we should be able to. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome, Storm, Renee. Glad to see you here. Justin, thank you for coming. Oscar, thanks for being in here. JT, what's up, bud? Thanks for being in here. And Rain, thanks for coming. Say hi, everybody. I'd love to say hi to you back, give you a shout out. So, JT, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, bud. All right, so here we go. So, at first off, when you first enter the game for the first time, you have to tell which system you want to join, which planet you want to spawn in. Now this means so much more than it has ever meant before because of one big thing. Here we go. Deaths are not like they used to be. So in this game, before this patch, when you died, you just went back to the last location you were at, and then that's where you spawn. That's not the case anymore. Medical is in the game now, and there is so much to talk about, guys, so much to talk about. But because medical is in the game, your spawn points have completely changed. You will no longer spawn at the last place that you came in. You will spawn at your regeneration location. So the whole game is essentially supposed to, at the very end, when the game is final, it's supposed to be a permadeath type of game. Meaning that when your character dies, your character is dead. You are then regenerated via clone of your character. And then you continue on from there. So you regenerate from the last hospital that you visited and set as your regeneration location. This is very weird to explain to people that have never played the game before, let alone to people who have played it and don't know about this feature. This is how it was originally meant to be. It wasn't supposed to be that the moment you died, you just spawned at the last location and then that was it. That was never supposed to be the case of the game. It was always supposed to be that when you die and your clone comes back, it's going to be at the place that you have set for that regeneration process. So everything looks the same now. We're at Everest Harbor, which is the station above the planet. But now that medical gameplay is in, and you'll see we have our med clinic. So this is what I'm talking about. This was never here before. All of this medical clinic you could not go into, you could not do it. I mean, it wasn't part of the game, but now it is. So this is essentially what you do. Every place that you go to has a medical facility, either on a planet or at a station or the main hub station or something like that. Yes. So what you need to do is you need to sign in to the patient check-in. This is important. This is the first thing you need to do. Please proceed to room 1. All right. So we're going to head to room 1. Now, what you want to do is you want to do this at the location you want to call your home. All right? So if you call your home at, let's say, Hurston, and then let's say you want to call your home to be at the space station above Hurston. That's your home. That's where you want to regenerate if you die. Then you got to come to this hospital. That's where we're at. And you need to do exactly what you're going to see me do. So you're going to go into your room that you've been assigned to, and you're going to go to this right here. This is your digital medical assistant. So click on it, and then you're going to see what we're talking about. All right? So there's no patient in bed. If you had a friend that you wanted to heal up and they were in the bed, then this would light up. But right now we're not playing with anyone, so therefore we can't use that option. We have the regeneration option. So what you want to do is you want to click on the regeneration. All right? This here is currently where you are, your preferred regen location is when you started the game for the first time. So you're given a choice to go to a specific planet, and that's where you start the game. That's where your location is. However, you can see my current regen location is called Kel to RX Clinic in this current location. That's where we are right now. If I were to click this, this would reset back to the original point of when we came in, which is going to be on Horizon, which is on the planet Crusader at the hospital. That's not where we want to be. I want to be where I'm at right now, so that's why we have it set. But let's say we were here at the hospital. We just traveled to this location. Now we wanted to set it. It would appear there, and then we'd click on it, and then that would be it. All right? And then there, that's where you spawn from that moment forward. All right? There's also new things that you can do. You can open up the medical. I mean, there's a whole new inventory system that I'm going to be getting into here. But let's lie down. I definitely recommend you come back. I mean, you're going to see a huge difference. All right, so take a look. So you can do it from here or you can do it from there, but we have another option here. We have medical care. So you can manage your regeneration or you can manage your medical care. Now, the biggest thing about the new gameplay in the game is that injuries are not like they used to be. So it's not like, oh my gosh, you know, I got 50% health, I need to use a med pin, boom, I'm back to 100% health, let's keep going. That's not the game anymore. There's so much more integral gameplay now in the medical department for this. You get injured, let's say you get shot in the arm, you got a broken arm. Not only do you lose health, but you have a broken arm. But you can't just fix a broken arm by using a pin, a medical pin. You actually have to go to the hospital or you have to go to a location that has a medical facility and you'd have to fix your broken arm. Right now we have no injuries detected, which is why you don't see anything here. If we did, it would show up. You'd have to fix it. That costs money. It's not like it was before, guys. This is different, okay? This is definitely more MMO. This is why this game is going to be something that no other game has ever tried to accomplish. This is why it's taken so long, because of the integralness of the gameplay they're setting up. So there's nothing to show else of what we've done. Maybe if I get injured, I can come back and show you. But we've already set this. So if we were to die right now, we would spawn back at this location, right? If we, doesn't matter where else we go. Doesn't matter if we park our butts at a different planet and then we go into that space station or we go into the planet and we look around and we, you know, unless we go to the medical facility of that location, you will always spawn back here. This is where your regeneration is. This is where you're going to respawn. All right. Next thing is next. First of all, the game is still just as beautiful. There's Lorville right there. You can see the city from this location. Look how far we are out and how big that city is. It's crazy. I love the scale. Next biggest thing to talk about. Check this out. Everyone who's played the game before or seen my gameplay know what it used to be. It looks like there's a glitch right now. Hold on. Yep, there's a glitch right now. I'm not seeing... Oh, crap. All right, so I can't, for whatever reason, show you... it's not showing up. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix. Okay, that's why. So we got disconnected from the server. That could be maybe they're pushing out an update or something like that. Usually when you don't see your mobiGlass show up, that means there's something's going on. So the server crashed, I think. So we can just join right back into another server. If this doesn't join up, that means we're going to have to, which it doesn't look like it is. So we're going to have to quit the game. Again, this stuff happens. If you've played this game, you're used to it. It doesn't make it any less frustrating, but it's not even anywhere near released yet. So you just kind of got to go with the flow and understand that, I mean, these things are going to happen. But when it does run and it's running super smooth and beautiful, I mean, there's nothing but praise that I can give it. And that mostly happens. Like, you know, obviously when you're in a PTU, that's when the game is going to crash the most. And we're in the PTU, so it's going to crash the most. Server's going to disconnect the most, and it is what it is. So we're going to jump back in. Hopefully it doesn't say placeholder. Sweet. All right. We'll jump back into the same location, and then I'll show you the inventory. So on the mobiGlass, you used to be able to go into your player kind of equipment menu, right? And you could just set whatever you want your player to wear, to have. It's a global inventory, meaning you could be anywhere in the world or anywhere in the universe and put on whatever equipment that you have stored to your account or that you have purchased in-game. Well, that's different now. It's not the same. So whatever location that you start as your beginning location, all of your ships, all of your inventory will be stored at that location. Meaning that if you leave that location, you no longer can equip any equipment that you don't currently have inside your body. Like if you don't already have it on you, you won't be able to equip it. Unless you're at that duty station that you have called your home. So it's kind of like real life. If you've got a jacket at this one space station, well, that jacket is at that space station. You cannot just put it on if you're not at that space station. Uh-oh. This is a great glitch that happens. There we go. Okay. Turn back on. All right. All right, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you the inventory screen here. So I'm going to hit I. This is going to, well, actually, I'll hit F1, see if it shows back up. There it is. There's our mobiGlass. So we're used to this, but there used to be a thing down here that said equipment. You see the vehicle loadout still there. We have a new thing called knickknacks. So if we click on knickknacks, this tells you where everything that you have in the universe, every inventory item that you have, this is going to tell you where it is. So far in the PTU, I've been to these places. I've been to Crusader, Hurston, and Hurl L1. So right now we're currently at Hurston, but if we go to Crusader and we hit open, Horizon, that was our initial starting point when we first opened up the game. This is everything that is at that location. So in order to get any of these items, Flight Jacket, Pyro RT, Odyssey Helmet, Pistol, all of this is at that location. You click next and you can see that there's even more. You can see there are so many things that we have. So when you first choose the place you want to spawn, you want to make sure that it's at a location that you feel like you're going to want to go to a lot. Or you're going to need to get some type of suit that will allow you to take all of your inventory to a location that you want, and then you can drop it off there at that location. We're going to be explaining so much. So we don't have access to any of this stuff. That's what really I'm trying to tell you about. So let's click off here. We can go back to Stanton. Currently, we're on Hurston, and currently we're in the Lorville area. So now it'll tell you exactly what we have. So all we have at Lorville is a ship. So what's going to happen is I'm going to click F1 and we're going to hit I for inventory. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm going to turn. There we go. Turn the thing on. All right. As you can see, I have got nothing in this local inventory. So what I have on me as a character right now, that is all I have. This is all I've got to my name right now. Everest Harbor's the location we're at, nothing in the inventory. I don't have any room for storage either. All right. So there's nothing that I could equip outside of what I already have. Now, what I can do is I can take this weapon and I can move it over to here. Now, this is stored at this location. Think of it as like we have a locker at this location, right? And it's like we're storing it in that locker, even though it's being stored like phantomly into a locker. It's not like we're going to an actual locker to do it. I think that's going to be what it is eventually, but baby steps. So right now, there's not like we're putting it into a room or maybe a house that we bought here or an apartment or something like that. It's just stored in the local inventory like this, meaning that this pistol will only be at this location. And if we want to find this pistol again, we got to do it. Same thing for this. We can take this outfit or helmet and put it here, and now we no longer have that on. We can take this outfit, put it here, and now we no longer have it on. It's all stored in this local area, right? You can zoom in on your character so you can see the character fully. This is completely new and different, not something you're used to. So again, when your character has nothing on, depending on which items you have, you take it and then you drag it to where you want it. Give that a second. That usually takes a while to propagate, and then it finally comes on. It tells you how much it's worth. It tells you what temperature ratings, all that stuff that you used to get. Same thing for a weapon. You need to equip it. As you can see, there you go. Now we're back to having exactly everything that we had on before. Turn off the text there. So let's get out of here. This is obviously another server. We're not on the same server that we were on previously, so it's a little different. We'll go to the lobby. We're going to go to the store, right? We're going to go to the store that's in this space station. We're going to pick up a few things. It used to be once you had something and you bought it, it was now in your inventory and it would just stay there. Even when you died, it would still be in your inventory because you bought it. That is no longer the case, folks. So sorry. This is more like real life in that sense that we're going to go to the gallery. That once you get something, you have it only one time. And if you die, that's it. You no longer have it. It is gone forever unless you go back to your character and get it again. So there's the food court. I'm looking for... Here we go. All right. Perfect. So here we are. We're at the armor stations. So this is where you can get
welcome to the
uniforms and all that jazz.
Feel free to take a look around. We've got a pretty good selection.
All right. Let's get a few things. First things first, let's get some undersuits. We have nothing stored in this location, so let's go ahead and equip. We have plenty of money, so that's why we're going to go ahead and do it. So let's grab, say, this undersuit. Permit. What's another good-looking undersuit?
I think you're going to be happy with that.
You know, I think so too. Grab this one as well. All right, so there we go. We got some undersuits. Now let's think about some armor.
Got some new inventory in.
All right, so we'll start with helmets. You've seen the helmets I have, which is just the one at this location. We'd have to go to that other place in order to find all of our other helmets. So let's just look at what we got here. Let's say I like this one right here. All right, let's buy it. Now, also, it might be a good idea to buy two, because if your character dies, then that thing is gone. But if you buy two, then you know you at least have another one waiting for you, right? So it pays to be a little smart. What's the color scheme we want to go with here? Also, you need to think about what type of things. Backpacks. These are going to be very big because these help store items. So obviously they have, you know, different sizes of the backpacks. 36K SCU allows you to do it. This one has 44. So this backpack is going to be able to carry more than this one, but this one's going to look, I think, cooler. So we're going to go with this one. probably a good idea to go ahead and get 2. This is where, you know, money is going to be spent in the
Nice
game.
choice.
So you got to think about your choices and what you do. All right, let's go torso. Let's see what we got here. We got different max core red. There's a lot more metagame. We're gonna go violet because I just love doing this.
Feel
I
free to
love
take a look
creating
around.
a character that
We've got a pretty
has
good selection.
pink on for some reason. Oh yeah, I love Star
Nice
Citizen,
choice.
Robert. So if we're gonna go with the Venture Core Violet, that means we need to find the legs on Venture Core. So there's the Venture legs. I don't see a Violet though. I just see Twilight, which doesn't match what we literally just got. That's so weird how they have these, but they don't have the purple. So let me look for something that has purple at least. It doesn't have to be the matching. Doesn't look like I have anything that has purple. Red, gray, olive, orange, red. Yeah, see, there's nothing in the legs department at this location. You have to go to another location to get it. So I'm just gonna go with this right here. I think that looks decent enough. And this is just really for show purposes. This is not my actual account. It's my account, but it's the
Good
PTU.
purchase.
So none of this really matters. Let's see,
We got a lot of variety.
we got the violent
Take your time and have a
arms,
look.
or the violet arms, so that means we can go ahead and get it. And again, you know, you can get the Venture Tan, Sierra, Imperial. You can get the Odyssey helmet. Yeah, let's go grab that. Can you run this game on a normal hard drive?
Smart buy.
No, don't even try it. The game is not optimized yet for a normal hard drive. SSD.
We just got
If
a
you
few
got
new
it,
items
you could
in,
give it a
so make
shot.
sure to check them out.
Actually, RobertSpaceIndustries.com has a thing on the site that tells you whatever system you have if you're going to be able to run the game. So go to the Star Citizen main site and then find out if the specific specs that you have for your computer is going to be able to run it. At this time, it's just not optimized, so you're going to have a harder time. But there are things out there that, I mean, you may be able to. So notice that the med pin is still here. You can still use the med pin to get your health. This does not, however, cure bones. So if you break a bone, it doesn't cure that. So you just need to
think you're
remember
going to
that.
be
So
happy with that.
med pins don't work the same way as they did before. All right. So we got undersuits. We did that.
Got some new inventory in.
Is there a
Definitely
pink
worth
undersuit?
taking a look.
There's a pink one there, but Ventura, let's see, Ventura doesn't have one. So we'll go with that one. Thank you so much, Simon. I appreciate it. Yeah. I've got to do physical therapy
Smart
now,
buy.
so. All right, so we've bought everything that we can buy at this location. So now it's time to take a look at our inventory again by hitting I. And there you go. Everything we just got now shows up in the inventory like this. Think of, gosh, what's that game? Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. Think of Fortnite. Think of all those. This has that type of inventory management situation. So here we go. We got this suit on. First things first. You need to take these things off, right? So let's take the helmet off, and we're going to place it in here. Make sure it actually grabs. Got to take the helmet off first. So think of it. The helmet is attached to the suit so that you can breathe, right? That's how you're able to keep the vacuum, you know, when you're in space, so you can breathe. Therefore, you have to take the helmet off first before you can take the undersuit off. So here's the undersuit. We can put it back in our system. So now you can see we have 3 suits. Now, right now, as you can see, sometimes it takes them a while to show up as far as the pictures goes. or whatever. But we're going to put on specifically this undersuit. There we go. So now we got the undersuit on. And zoom in. This is monumental upgrades for this game, right? Because you didn't see this before. This wasn't like this before. It was all in a little menu. Now it's more intuitive. It's all during real, well, it was in real time before, but it was just happening in a menu system. Now you can see the fruits of your labor in real time. All right, so the next thing is let's put on this. Now there's other ways to do this, right? So you can right click on it. You can open, you can grab it, you can drop the item, you can do different things. There's other ways to do it. You don't have to click and drag if you don't want to, if that's not your style. But there you go. All right, so now we have that on. Now we also got this. So let's take it and we can add it to the sides. Now notice there's two spots here. What this means is you can put this item in your hand and give it to someone else. There's loot in the game now. This is a huge step, a huge step in this game. You can literally take whatever items you have and give it to others. Whereas before you would have to kind of drop, I don't know, it's much more intuitive now. So here we can add it to our sides, and now we have the armor on. Now the only thing we don't have is the pants. You can take the pants that we just got, put the pants on. Obviously that doesn't necessarily match. Now notice the spots, magazine holders, place for grenades, things like that. You're going to be able to take specific items from those locations and do that. So like this pistol we have right here, add it to the side in our hand. It's not in our hand, but it's attached to the side of our character. All right. These things, you're going to be able to take the, let's say the oxypin, take it, and you can add it to the side of your uniform. There you go. So now you can actually see right there, the oxypin is in. See? Now, it's attached to our uniform, meaning that it's no longer in the local system. So if we were to die or the game crashes... Okay, so if the game crashes, I think all of this might stay on you. But if you were to die, all of this is gone forever. But I mean, don't quote me, but I think if the game crashes, I'm not sure. If the game crashes, everything might be gone. Just how it is. Remember, this type of game is a permadeath thing. When you buy these things, they're, how do you say it? Expendable, meaning that if you die, you really die. Yes, they're still here in the environment, and you can literally go back to the place you died, and your character will be there for 2 hours. So they said that right now it's at 2 hours. So if you were to die, wherever you died, you could go back to that location. Your character is still dead there. Then you can take all of your loot, all of the items that you had on your body, and give it to yourself again. That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing that you didn't used to be able to do. Okay, next up, we've got, you know, the pink helmets that we can do. That's the Oracle helmet base. There it is, right there. So we could take this and equip it. And there's our character. We're all back. There's no weapons here that you could get on this location. That's why we only have our pistol we already had. Everything else is stored locally. Now, I thought we bought... Yeah, right here. See these two right here? These are the backpacks. Now, I also thought we bought one of the specific helmets, but I don't actually see it in our inventory for whatever reason. Could be a glitch or a bug. We can take this. Let's turn the character around so that we can put it on our back. Here we go. All right, so now we got a backpack. So the backpack, what this does is this allows us to give ourselves a personal backpack inventory. What this means is I can take now one of these items here or anything that we have on. Let's say we take the helmet. Now I put it into my backpack. So now in the game, this helmet is inside the backpack. This is what looting is all about. So when we're going to do a mission later, and when we do that mission, you're going to be able to loot items off of dead enemies or loot items in the environment. You're going to be able to take those items, put them in your backpack. Then you want to go to the station that you want to call your home base and dump them off in your local so that you know where they are at all times and you don't risk if you die. Because if you die, you lose your backpack. You got to remember that, guys. Every item you have currently equipped, you lose it if you die. So it's crazy. I mean, the inventory system is awesome. There's also different compartments that you can put them in. You have leg departments that you could put it in, and your core armor. Now, notice if you put that in there, it takes up too much space. See, 196, 587, not enough. But even just taking this helmet, look at the backpack, 49%. That means we could only get like another thing. There's not a lot of space in the backpack for this helmet specifically. So you got to be smart about what, you know, you can only take 36 SCU carrying capacity. So every item has a specific carrying capacity of that item, and you got to be smart about it. Capacity is 32,000 for local. So we're only 4% out of all of these items. You can separate them by filter once you start getting a lot of stuff in. So it all just kind of adds to what this whole inventory system is, which is really cool. All right, we've taken a look at the inventory system enough. Other way to get into the inventory system is to hold F and then press the second mouse, and then you go into your personal inventory. It's just another way to do it. I mean, it's not the way you have to do it, but there's a lot of things you can do with F as far as your actions go. You can set favorites, players. This is where you can say remove your helmet, wipe your visor if you're in a cold environment or it's raining or thunderstorming and you need to be able to see because it's hard to see. But yeah, so just giving you an instance of that. Same thing goes for food and other items that you might need to make sure you're staying hydrated and healthy and whatnot. Let's get out of here and let's go do a mission so I can show you some of this other stuff. Very possible that we die and it takes longer for me to show certain things off. It's the nature of playing the game. Just gotta do it. If you want to play the game and if you're interested and you want to check it out, okay, you could do so by using my referral code. So you go to the Star Citizen main page. That's robertspaceindustries.com. Just search it on Google. You'll be able to easily go there. If you do decide to get the game, make sure you use my referral code and you'll get free credits in the game. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of here and head to where we want to go. So remember, everything we have on us, if we die, we lose. Period. You can pick up some food, but we're not going to be out long enough, I think, to worry about that. If we weren't located here, you can see there's a player right there. There's an actual human. If we, say, wanted to take them out, right? Anything that they have on them, their armor, their weapons, anything they have stored in that backpack right there, you can take. But that's not something that we're doing right now, so we're not mean like that right now. All right, so here's my ships. Now, notice all of them, except for that says it's on Hurston, but it says unknown. All of my ships need to be claimed. This is the biggest thing. So before, no matter where you were in the verse, as long as your ship was stored somewhere, you can literally have it magically appear. That's no longer the case. It's now like Elite Dangerous. Wherever you last left a ship, that's where it's going to be. You will not be able to just magically conjure up a ship out of thin air. You have to claim it. So, for instance, I have all these ships and they're all stored at my original location that I spawned in the game with, which was Orison, or Orison. So we don't have the ability to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to claim the Saber. So we're going to claim it. Right now, if I wanted to get this ship, I'd have to go to Orison because that's where it is. But instead of doing that, we're just going to go ahead and do this because we've got the money. I mean, in this PTU, they give you a lot of money to be able to test things out with. So we're going to pay the expedited fee to make it only 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and then we'll be able to get our Saber. So we have to wait. Now remember, if we were to destroy this ship or whatever, or maybe we were to store some things on the ship as well, and that ship gets destroyed, we lose any inventory on that ship. I think what's going to happen is eventually these things are going to start to come into play. Lockers and other stuff like that will eventually start to come into play. But in its current state, that's not the case. So we're just waiting, like it said, 2 minutes before we can... I love the colors and how they show up. Look at the pink down there. So we're just waiting until we can actually get in there. Can you build your own ship from scratch? Ace, no. You cannot build your own ship from scratch. Not yet. I think that's going to be implemented in the game probably later, but right now, you know, baby steps. They have things where you're going to be able to buy land on planets and moons, where you can create a house, create an area, and then eventually probably be able to do that. But as of right now, no, that is not in the game. All the ships that they have are ones that are already in the environment or already been made. Yes, yeah, you're correct, Spencer. So if you're at, let's say I put all my ships at Hurston, the planet Hurston, they'll also be available right here as well. Even though I'm above Hurston, if you're in this area, the local area, your ship will be available for you at that point. But if you're in a different planet, you will not have access to that ship unless you claim it. All right, 13 seconds, and then we can do it. There's just so much fun to talk about with this. All right, there we go. Now we can retrieve it. So this is my area of operation. This is where I want to be based out of in this location because I find the best fighting, best things, and funnest things to do are right here. So we need to go to pad 1. So I recommend to set yourself up for success, go ahead and claim a bunch of different ships for this location. Because this is where I want to be, right? I'm not going to go back to Orison right now. It's going to take 40 minutes. We'll just get a few ships. All right, so now we need to go to pad 1. So let's go ahead and... Also, UI looks a lot better. They've added drop shadow. So if I were to bring back up, notice how there's drop shadow on the text. Hopefully the quality on stream is good enough for you guys to see what I'm talking about. But if you zoom in on the text, you'll see that there is darkness right below. It makes it so much easier. The UI looks a lot better because they added that drop shadow. It actually makes the text in the UI stand out a lot more, which is another huge improvement. Easier to see things on planets because of it. Definitely happy they did that. So right now we're just kind of waiting. We have to travel a long distance to get to pad 1. Now, obviously we need to make sure that we have a helmet on. If I have a visor, and you see that in the bottom there when you click on it, you see all of that. Oxygen levels, that tells you you have your helmet on, so you're shit. So you're safe to go out. Because sometimes you could go out without a helmet on. Make sure it's not glitched. Okay, cool. Because sometimes it can glitch and the helmet doesn't register and you die because you're breathing air that you don't have your helmet on. All right, this is my Saber. I love the Saber. Saber's a great ship for combat. No storage space though, so this is specifically a combat ship. We're gonna click R for power. There we go.
Aegis combat assist activated.
Got some times. First things first, let's go into our weapons. Our guns, you can see we have all Panther repeaters, but we're going to set them all to 0. I just prefer that for me. I mean, it's a preference that you don't have to follow, but that's just me. Hit L for lights. You'll see that things will light up now. Easier to see. Let's get out of here. All right, so I've showed you the new AI, obviously, before. Notice how you can see... This is the biggest thing. Notice how you can see the station now. We're on the opposite side of the sun.
And please visit again.
The sun, well, you can see it right there because the sun is still a little bit out. But the lighting is a lot better now, I think, in my opinion. All right, so let's go to here. This is where we get our contracts, all right? Let's see, what do we have here? We got a verified freelance bounty hunter, suspect, and that. Let's go to mercenary. Let's see if we have one of these up. Sweet, we have a contract. It's in Hurston. We're going to click on it. This is what we want.
Pilot, vacate the area immediately.
Don't forget to also call to arms and accept that. All right, there we go. All right, it wants us to get out of here. I guess we're too close for security reasons. Okay, so there's where we're going. It's on Hurston, but you can see we can actually get there pretty easy because that's where we're going. Now, on some planets, they've actually added these locations in Crusader, but they don't have a place to go to. They don't have a place you can quantum to, so you got to be careful. It'll take you longer to get there, but here on this planet, they do, so therefore you can. So we're just waiting. It's going to travel us to that location. Looks like it's still nighttime. So I didn't show you exactly what the mission we're doing, but these are new missions that are in the game. They're going to seem similar to some of the other ones that we've done, but there's a lot of new things about these missions. All right, let's speed up a little bit. Horizon's coming up, but it's a little hard to see, as you'll see. As far as you buy ships in-game, and then when you buy them, then that ship is yours. You don't just get a ship. Everybody gets one ship when you purchase the game, and you can choose that ship. Otherwise, you buy the ships. Take a look. You can see right there it is. You can see the redness and that, but you can't see because remember, we're still at night. Notice how it says restricted area. That's the biggest thing. This is kind of iffy. Hopefully it doesn't give me a bad thing. It says restricted area, and we accepted this mission, so you would think we would be okay, but this is where the problem lies, and it's a glitch. It's not really not supposed to be like this. I just don't want to be killed by the turrets. So we're gonna keep our distance a little bit, just to make sure that we're safe. Perfect. Engines off. Let's get out. All right. We have 10 hostiles to take out. You hear that? I only have 10 shots in this pistol, so we're going to have to take one person out, at least first, or else we're not going to be able to complete this mission because we didn't have any place for that. So we have a little bit of a trek to do, 400 meters. This is why when you do these missions, I think it's better to have a... let's go ahead and turn this on. Oh, that is a big drop off. You don't want to do that. Because like I said, everything is different now, guys. It's so different. Remember, everything we have on us, we will lose if we die right here. So there is a sense of, like, it really puts your pulse up a lot more. I've got to take at least one person out before I can grab that weapon to be able to have more ammo because of the current situation we're in. She is ready to do this. She has trained. She has fought hard. Everyone was against her at the academy, but this is her time. Here we go. All right. There's the entrance. Again, we only have 10 now. I don't know if there's actually loot outside of this area, so you might want to start checking around. This is something new in the game. You couldn't loot before, but now you can. So you need to search pretty much everywhere you go for loot, because you need loot. Loot is what's going to keep you stocked and ready to go. But I don't think there's any on the outside here. At least I'm not sure there is. Nope. Alright, so let's go inside. There's 10 enemies, but there's also friendlies, so you're not alone in here in these missions. Let's see if there's anything. Nope. Okay. Alright, well, looks like we're going in. Alright, here we go. Nothing. Oh, no loot there. It's all going to be down, I guess. Alright, so here we go. I wish I had more ammo, and I don't. So I don't recommend going in with just 10 shots of this weapon here. But I wanted to at least show you how it all works. Alright, here we go. Don't have a lot of ammo for this, so you gotta... Hopefully there's... Ah, I see one right there. Okay, so we already have some loot that we can pick up here in a second. Right there. There's a box. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, but there's only a helmet here. Crap. That's all there is in this large container. So I could literally push it over here, but it's going to take up... This helmet's too big for... Because this is a large container, we have a small backpack. These are small backpacks, gee. There's no point. Unfortunately, there's no weapons. There's no nothing in there for us to grab. All these things will have different things in them, so... Man, only having 10? That's not good. That's what makes this super hard. There's an enemy. Oh, that scared me. Yep. That's not doing any damage, is it? Oh my gosh. Oh, we're screwed. Oh. I don't know what it is. I think he's out. Oh. Dang it, he's not done though. I did get one. Alright, so this is a risk. I gotta go in. I hope he doesn't kill me. I'm gonna try to hit him. Yes! It did get him. Loot. Okay, give me something, baby. Shit. Okay, good. That's not me. All right. You can see everything he has, but where is his weapon? I need his weapon. And of course, the door's shut. Currently in use. I can't grab them, man. They shut the door, and I can't get in there anymore. So I have no. See, this is betas. This is alphas. This is why. This is why it's crazy. So I can't. Okay, we dragged him. Drop body. His weapon remained inside this door, and I cannot open the door. I'm literally screwed. I mean, I can't, unfortunately. Ah, this does suck. Like I said, this is... No. Ah, I wish he would have dropped... He's got mobi-glass, he's got all these other cool items that we could equip, but our backpack's not big enough to pick it up. I just want a weapon. Alright, so this scares me because... You know, I could go into my own personal inventory here, and you'll see that I ain't got crap. So I've got like nothing. I can only punch. I can only do this. Nope, that's not. There's an enemy right there. Oh, yes, here we go. Please. Oh, yes! All right, okay. Bam. There we go. We finally have something. All right. Let's take out this next guy down here. That's... Shit. So I'm a criminal now because I shot the wrong guy. I thought this was the enemy. So remember when I told you that there's actually good? I failed the mission too. Oh boy. Dang. And I got a huge crime stat. So security has yellow. What does the enemies have? The enemy have red. Okay. So the security's yellow and the enemies are red. That was solely my fault. I feel like I should go ahead and just... Alright, it's taken. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright. There we go. So now I got his weapon too. Alright, that's unfortunate. I hope this doesn't mean that they're going to shoot me. They might be targeting me now, these security people, because I'm now a hostile. So... Let's just find out. I did not mean to do that, by the way. I'm pretty sure all these guys are out to get me now. I'm gonna lose everything because I'm gonna get killed probably here. Oh, this sucks. You know what? We never go rogue, so why don't we just go rogue? Whatever. Win in Rome, right? He's got a shotgun. He's got a shotgun. Well, I am just killing everybody, aren't I? Yep. So the other mission stopped for us. No more enemies are in this location, just those guys. So everything I do is going to be a homicide, essentially. That's all your fault. Brandon, it's all your fault. Looking for more loot though. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go to Grim X, and get a hacking device, as long as I can make it and I don't die. I'm just looking around to see, you know, like, it's a little tough right now to kind of understand what you can grab and what's available to grab, I guess. See, sometimes things look like you'd be able to grab them, but as you can see, it's really, really hard to tell. All right, well, let's continue. Alright, like I said, I've already killed way too many people, so... Like I said, see, that's supposed to be where the enemies are. Notice how it's a regular guy, and that enemy's already dead. Notice how it shuts on us once you kill them? So he already killed that guy. That's why it said 9 out of 10 at first. Because that guy was already... He got killed by one of the security guys. Like I said, I went done and F'd this up. Really bad. Man, it's so hard to tell what is grabbable and what's not. There's an actual enemy. That's an actual enemy. See how he's in red? Remember all them? And it says 5 out of 10. So there's still enemies around here. Grab this SMG. Nice. But it ain't got no... Aw, man, it ain't got nothing on it. But I wonder if I can customize. Take this. Can I store it? Exit. Let's see if I go in the inventory. It's too large. Too large. Not enough. And I can't store it in there. So I could keep it on me, but there's really no point. So I'm just gonna drop it. I mean, it's a weapon I really can't do anything with. I wanted just to keep the scope, but I don't know how to do that. That's something I still gotta figure out. We'll get there though. We'll figure it out. I think there's more enemies, but I think it shut the door on them because I killed people I shouldn't have. Again, I don't know what's grabbable and what's not. Really, really hard to tell.
What the hell was that?
I heard somebody. Already been in there. Already looked around? It must be down.
You screwed with the wrong people.
See? Or they could be stuck inside those elevators. I think that's what it is. I think they're stuck inside those elevators. Because there's nobody left. Oh! Okay, I'm out of that. Get rid of that one and I'll go over this one. $16 shotgun left. Says there's 3 more of these enemies left. Maybe it'll still give me this contract. Remember, I could literally loot all of them and take whatever I want. But at this point, I don't. My backpack's not big enough to do so. Still says there's 2 more, but I have no idea where they would be. Yep. They're not here. So I don't know where these last 2 would actually be. I'm gonna look upstairs one more time. Go back here. This is where they come out of. See how it's closed? They could be, like I said, stuck inside those doors. And if that's the case, then there's nothing we can really do. There's one. There's a second. Oh, we got it. It still gave us the contract and it still gave us the money. 14,000. Wow. So even though it said contract withdrawn, we were still able to somehow actually get the money. Why has he got 0? What was he gonna do? How is he gonna be able to take me out if he ain't got no money? Love how you can still grab his stuff. The door's shut whenever you take them out. All right, there's nobody left down in here. There is still probably way, way more things, loot places that we can actually get that I haven't seen. Doing one more look. They seem to be just too hard to kind of locate. I don't know why they decided to go with that. They need to make it easier for you to see where loot is, I think, in this. Or give you like an ability or a something that tells you loot. Alright, so that's it. There's no one left in here. So we can go ahead and get out of here before a player actually is starting to hunt us. Because that's what's going to happen. Players are going to be after us now because we're so wanted. So let's go ahead and go back up. We did complete the mission. And we made it. Now you saw that I had to take those other guys out or they were all going to shoot me. Good and bad guys were just going to go ahead and shoot me. So we kind of had to, unfortunately. Now be on the watch here, because we're showing up on everyone's radar that we're wanted and we're a bad guy. So you got to watch out for player characters. Coast does kind of look clear. I'm going to go ahead and holster this. If I can figure that out. Store. 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 Okay, so that's not working. No. There you go. It said R, so I guess hold down R. We'll do it. So what we need to do is we are so wanted right now. Need to get back to our ship. We're gonna have to go to the only place I know to get one. There's other places to get it, but the only one that I can remember off the top of my head that I know for a fact is there is we got to go to Grim Hex. I do not think this is ever going to be on consoles. This is too powerful of a game for it to ever be on consoles. There's just, I don't see it ever happening. Alright, so the mission was a success, but we ended up killing the wrong person, which got us in the predicament that we're currently in. And I'm dead. Shit, I don't even know what to do. That was obviously an accident. There you go. I think that actually kept me from... Nope, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. I'm dead. So that was a glitch. Something just happened to me. It blew me up in the air for whatever reason. Notice my health. 37, 35, 34. I'm dead. Even though I just used, I think it was an oxy pin and not a med pin. All right. We are slowly dying. 13%, 11, 10, 9, 8. Goodbye, cruel world. I am still alive. Maybe? I have no idea what's going on right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm just... Am I going in and out of consciousness? I think this is doing this because I went into the ship right before I died. I think if I wasn't in the ship, what's supposed to happen is I can ask someone to come and rescue me and help me. So you don't just die when you die, right? You go into like a down state and then you can get a beacon out for someone to come and rescue you or heal you. Press C or hold C to equip it once. See, I don't have a med pin. I'm in the down state. But I can't... Here's the thing, I can't ask anyone to get me up either, so I literally have to self-suicide, and guess what's gonna happen? I'm going to prison. I lost everything that I collected, which I didn't really collect anything, but all of that pinkness is gone, and I am now in prison. Because there was nothing I could do. Yes, Chris. Very much so. I would recommend anyone to get this game, but you got to go into it with you got to go into it with a little bit of something telling yourself, "Hey, calm down. There's going to be bugs, but enjoy what's there and really get to know it." That's what I would say. But yes, if you are going to get it too, make sure you use my referral code. It helps me out. But here we are now in prison. I know, see how weird this looks right now? We're in the medical bed. Let's see, you have been regenerated. Recovery. As occurred, a flight suit and helmet have been placed in your local storage. Okay. Am I... Wait a second, I didn't go to prison. Why am I not in prison? Okay, first off, you have to take off your robe before you can put this on. I am not in prison. For whatever reason, I am not in prison. I don't know. I'm at Grim Hex right now. This is very weird. I was not at all expecting this. I am at Grim X. Yeah, one more question. Which ship do you recommend starting with? You have to, yes, you do have to get a ship to start with. Which one would I recommend? Honestly, I would recommend the package with the Avenger Titan. It's a little more expensive. I think it's around $60 to get into the game with that one, but it's well worth it. The Avenger Titan is a great ship. You can do regular missions by cargo missions. It's great for combat. It actually has it's a ship big enough to where you can go inside of it, and it has a bed. It has all of that. That's the one I recommend. But if you don't have a lot of money, you don't want to spend $60 on the game because maybe you don't believe in it that much just yet, then I recommend, if you want combat, the, what's it called? Okay, if you want exploration, I recommend the Aurora. If you want combat, then I recommend that other starter ship, the Mustang Alpha. That's the recommendations that I would get. Again, look how I lost everything that I had. I no longer have all of that stuff. For whatever reason, it didn't matter. I guess prisons are gone. I'm going to ask somebody. Maybe they took out the prison, but I'm asking people to see if they can help me out with that. Because it's very weird. I like how there's restrooms here. There's a door to the restrooms. Nice. So if you're not killed by the police, you go to Grim Hex. I'm in their jurisdiction, so it doesn't say I have that. Gotcha. Okay. So now that's starting to make more sense. When you leave Grim Hex in the area of its jurisdiction, that crime stat will come back. Gotcha. So I still need to do what I got to do. So let's get out of here. Let's find out where the hell I am. I've never been to this part of the... Okay, now I know where I am. All right, sweet. Okay, let me go. I need to grab. I need to grab my the thing that's going to get me out of prison. So, or it's going to reduce my crime stat. Chris, it's hard for me to say. Robert Space Industries has a website, and it's going to keep me from being able to go. Okay. Remember, this is a PTU, everybody. There we go. Okay, I got out. Yeah, so it has a thing on the site that tells you whether or not your computer's going to run the game. So my recommendation for you is to do that and see if it will. Otherwise, I can't really tell you if it's going to work or not, because I don't know. I've got an RTX 3090, so it works for me. Oh, it doesn't even tell you how good it is. It's just a Tiger Claw. They're all Tiger Claw. All right, well, that says Tiger Claw, $9.99. What about this one? It says Tiger Claw. Is it the same price? Yep. All right, so we can only get a Tiger Claw. I recommend picking up a few of these, though. Just to be safe. All right, remember, it's stored in this facility, so you need to go into this and you need to somehow put your Tiger Claw on you. All right. There we go. It's not letting me do the second one. There we go. So now I got both of them. Okay, perfect. Why is my helmet not on? Okay, keep the helmet on for me. All right. We've got no weapons. Let's see. What's his name back here?
Hi. You like it? It's pretty nice, right? Took about a week of stitching images off the spectrum. Anyway, as for why I brought you here, long story short...
It's valid for whatever, man. You can use it at any time you want. Once you get the game, you'll go through the process, and then you'll be able to use the code at the end of it. So just look for where it says enter a referral code and use the code that you see pinned in the comments.
Find someone to teach it. Now, what I'm hoping is that sometimes that someone I find is going to be you. For example, I have this little job here that needs doing. Think you'd be interested?
So you can't see him, but he has a job available to us.
There's a problem that needs to be eliminated. Uploading the details now.
Should show up. There it is. 3,200. Guess what Lee and Highball Jarvis have in common? You're going to kill them both. It requires you to kill them at the same time so that one doesn't have a chance to escape. Put together a team to track one target while you... Well, that's weird.
What's it gonna be?
I'm going to say reject offer.
You don't want it? Fine with me.
Because I don't want to be a bad guy. That's not who I am. All right, so we're going over to security port so we can try to get our crime stat gone. We might need to get some weapons because we're probably going to get into a little bit of problems. I don't actually know where... Gosh, I can't remember. I think... Oh, where is it? I think it's just taking us to another mission giver. Yep, there he is right there.
The hell you want? You really don't learn, do you? We're done.
Just love the look of these characters. I can't wait till they finally implement it right and it looks good. Yeah, you should be able to run the game, I think, from what the specs that you just told me. Just be prepared that, you know, you're going to have some frames problems and you might be a little tough, but, you know, that's just something you just need to prepare yourself. I even have those problems, even with my 3090, so... Where in the heck is...
Ease up, I'm in the middle of something.
No, I want you to get me a drink. Oh well. I think yeah, where is it, by the way? I can never remember. I haven't spent a lot of time in the newer... Yep, that's that one. Okay. I think I gotta go up. And then possibly here. Get there. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so where is it? I think it's this one. That way we at least have a weapon and some items so we don't just die immediately. Alright, first things first, let's get ourselves some good armor. Let's go...
What?
Let's just go with badass. Gonna get all of this here.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I think you'll enjoy it, man. Just again, remember, you just got to be careful when it comes to this game. There's so many things that can happen that could frustrate you and whatnot. So buying the suit here, which is going to give us some medium armor.
I'm not
The
even
only thing I
supposed to be here
don't, let's
today.
see, the arms. All right, so we should have everything we need as far as suit goes, so we go in our inventory.
Can't get enough, huh?
All right, I got to take the helmet off first, so I can take this off. How do you like me now? There. There. Oh, crap. See, that happens sometimes. You got to make sure you put it on the right one. It needs to be on this one so that it actually adds it. Okay, so now we got a little bit of protection. We're not done yet because we didn't get this. I'm trying to equip it, but it won't. There it is. Oh, there we go. Clash core. Got it. Yeah, in early stages, it was really, really rough
I'm not even
to
supposed to be here today.
get everything even working properly. All right, there we go. Look pretty cool now. Let's get ourselves a weapon to have something to be able to fight with.
Hey, welcome to... Never mind.
The sniper. S71s. Sniper. I guess we'll just go with the S71.
What you see is what we got. And before you ask, no, there's nothing else in the background.
I'm not going to get anything else because I don't.
Why can't
Because all
anyone
of this,
put
you got to
things
remember
back
that
where
if I
they
were to
found
die,
them?
it's
not
all
my job to
gone.
pick up after you.
So I'm just trying to be somewhat smart. I don't want to spend too much and then have myself be screwed. And I think I'll be okay with what I got now. So let's go ahead and get out of here. And then we'll head to security port, Korea, and do this. Now remember, we're doing this because the moment we leave, we're going to have a crime stat. And people's going to be hunting us. We don't want that. We want to go back to regular. So we've got to do this in order to go back to regular. Something's up at the door, but you can still get in at least. Not going anywhere though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Dang. That sucks. So it's glitched out on us. I can't press any buttons. Doors will not open. Ah, that is... That's the name of the game, baby. That's the name of this game. It happens. Alright, so only thing I can think of doing is literally... Come on, grab it. There we go. Okay, sweet. All of it's back in the inventory. I've got nothing on me, right? Okay. Suicide. We'll try this at home, kids. Now we're just waiting to respawn at the same location, the medical place. Hopefully, and we should be able to put all our stuff back on. All right. Oh no. No! Oh no! 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 This is not good. So because I was in Grim Hex, and it didn't have a crime stat because I was in an area that didn't care that I was a Grim Hex, I am now back in Everest Harbor, but I have my crime stat. I have my crime stat. I lost everything I just got. It's over at Grim Hex still. And now I have what was stored here at this location. But I have a crime stat. Now you see how detrimental it is to do anything that is a crime stat thing. Do you see? So right now, I am showing up on everyone's list that I am a bad mamma jamma. You need to come and get me. So people are going to be trying to kill me left and right. I don't have the ability because I don't have the Tiger Claw card anymore because it's at Grim Hex. And I spawned back here because at Grim Hex, I didn't have a crime stat. So if I would have suicided outside of Grim Hex, then I would have ended up back up in Grim Hex. But since I suicided inside, boy, that just is wrong when you say it. Kids, don't suicide. God. Oh, man. Do you see how much this is going to take some time to get used to? These new implementations, everything that's going on. My vehicle is still at that location that we were at before. If we were to come... telling you, you got to watch out because everybody's gunning for you now. Because I have like a huge crime stat right now. But you'll notice it's out. The Saber is unknown out in Hurston. Yes, you can do that, but I would literally have to go back to Grim Hex to do it. Do the implant. Oh. This is so devastating. This is what's going to take some time to get used to. I understand why it's doing it this way, and I love it for it. I'm so glad. But this means your life is precious now, people. Don't screw up. Don't accidentally shoot. If you don't want to get a crime stat, don't get a crime stat, man. Because now, as you can see, it can just ruin your day. That is right, though. You are correct. Now that I have a crime stat, let's see. You're right. If I have a crime stat now, I should go to Grim Hex. Don't believe that if it says Port Tressler Microtech. Let's see. I mean, all that's assuming that you will spawn again, of course. Looks like we're good. All right. We're back where we want to be. Thank heavens to Betsy. Oh, definitely don't want to go out there. Okay, I made it here. All right, I am good, baby, but I got no ships here. So... Ah, it's in Lorville, too. What's going to be a very, very stored in Lorville? This one probably won't take too long. We'll just do this one again. Yeah, 47 seconds. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's still giving me this crap. Come on. It's being weird. Server issues. I guess I am just gonna have to file a claim and don't do expedite because it's not working. Okay. Should be ready now. Here we go. Remember, as soon as I leave this area, people's going to be out to get me. This is the ship I was talking about that I think you should get. This is a starter ship. It's a little bit more expensive of a starter ship. About 60, I think, somewhere around in there. But you also get access to the game. The reason I say this is because it has an inside where other ships that start the game off don't have an inside. Got a bed, got an area, it even gives you food. All right. Okay. Iraq Crusader, there's Port Al-Assar. I need to go to Selin. Security port. There it is. There we go. Alright, next thing's next. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
You are clear to launch.
Yes, this one does cargo. One of the reasons why I do think this ship is good because it does do cargo. Alright, there's our location. See? Boom. Told you. Now I have that. Now you guys see. Now I show up on everyone's list. Everyone's going to be out to get me. So I got to make this super fast. No, it's not. This is the Avenger Titan.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Is it 80? That's probably because you're getting the game, and this is a very good ship. This is a ship that's a lot better than those starters, so it is probably a little bit more expensive. The ship itself is $60, but to get the game, it's more. So if you don't have that much, then I would definitely recommend you get the Mustang Alpha. Or you could get the Pisces, or what you said earlier, the Anvil C8X. That's a pretty cheap one as well. It's not very good at combat, but if you're not too worried about combat to start out with, and you care more about cargo, like you said, I think that one does do a little bit of cargo. None of the immediate starter ships do cargo. The Aurora does, but you have to put it in yourself. It doesn't have a storable cargo area, if that makes sense. It can be a little difficult to explain sometimes. All right.
Shields under fire.
Oh, shit. It got me before I could land. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm done. I'm in prison now. All of that was wasted. I'm in prison. All that, and I still end up in prison. Yep, I'm in prison. Son of a... Oh, man. All I had to do was do what I normally do, which is always park the ship underneath. All right, so we're in prison. Yeah. Shut up. Let's see how long our stay is here. It's probably a very long time. Because we did get up pretty high in the prison scale because how many people we shot. All right, what's our prison length? Six hours. Oh, man.
Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find time today to think about how you can make amends for all the wrongs.
Let me see what missions are available.
Any negative can become a positive with a little bit of work.
$5,000 to $15,000. Let's accept it. All right. Let's go. All right, so we need to repair 2 kiosks in Route 1, depth 11. Jeez. We're gonna go 11 back there. That's a lot.
When venturing out, always keep an eye on.
Now remember, you don't always have to mine. You can do the missions. See how we have this mission here? This is not a mining mission. It's refueling in Zone 1. So we just need to find Zone 1. And we're going to depth 11. This is going to take quite a while because it takes quite a long time to get back that far. Especially when the game is in PTU state and it's running the way it is, you know. Now you can escape from prison too, but they made that a lot tougher as well. There's a very little gravity. See, we're just at level 1 right now. We need to go all the way to 11. And see what I mean? Even the tiniest bump will force you to like jump up in the air, and it slows you down a lot. I don't know if I remember exact path because it's been a while since I've been in prison because I'm usually a goody two-shoes. Three. Again, we got to go all the way to 11. You can buy ships with real money as well, and you can get ships in-game, so there's both. I really don't remember. I don't see it there. Here we go. All right. 4. It's a lot of us. Now, we don't have to do this mission. You could also mine. So we could pull out our mining laser and then we can mine if that's what we wanted as well. Game gives you multiple options. 5. One thing you do have to be careful of is how much oxygen you have yourself. All right, almost halfway there. What happens if you just sit there in your cell? You just got to wait out the time. So this is the first one, but this is not the one we need. What's our oxygen level at right now? 76 should be enough. You would have to wait 6 hours and 11 minutes of real game time. So you could literally just go away for 6 hours and do something else in your life. You don't have to have the game on. Just 6 hours of real life time. You'll be able to escape prison automatically. However, if you want to do it quicker, then you got to do this. All right. Almost there, guys. I wasn't planning on showing you this type of gameplay because I wanted to show you what was new in the game. This has been around for a little while. But you can see now how I think a lot more people are going to be less piratey because of the whole new inventory and everything. That's how I really do think. I think people are going to be more careful and smarter when the things that they do because of the new systems. All right, 9. There it is, 10. One more to go. See how there's so many different directions you can go in? It can get really confusing, but always look for those. But we made it. All right, now we're searching for repair kiosk number 2. Right there it is. All right. Vent.
Due to your recent actions, we've reduced time on your sentence. Isn't that great?
So we got 10,000. That's enough. All right, so if we hit 4, brings out our mining laser. Now here's the cool thing. We're pretty deep right now. So we might be able to find some good rocks back here. Dolvine, I can't remember. It's Dolvine is the worst, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and do it just to... This is what mining's all about if you've never seen mining. This is another way to get money. However, you don't get any money when you're in prison. This just gets you out of prison. But if you do this in the regular world, when you're out and about, you'll actually get money. You can refine these materials, and then you can sell them off and make money. So this is just another way of making money, like combat missions. You got to keep it in the green. You see it on the left side, how it's going up. Keep your meter, your level of power in that green area. Don't let it go above it. Looks like someone's... Oh, come on, dude. You're... Really, dude? Fucking asshole. Sorry, I did not mean to cuss. So he just ruined that for me. Yep. What an ass. He just ruined that for me. There you go. Sorry, I had to. He literally ruined that for me, so I had to take him out. How's that feel now, bud? And I just keep doing it over and over again. I don't know if you can take his order. It's not giving me a way to do it. I'm sure we're pissing him off. Now we can loot him because he's done now. But as you can see, he just has a suit and a helmet. He doesn't have, unfortunately, guess he didn't have anything on him. He was trying to still do it, so... I mean, but in his suit, does his suit... That's my question. Let's go ahead and put his suit in our inventory. Not enough space. Oh, he's talking to me in the thing. All right, let's get out of here. He's trying to make excuses right now. All right, let's get out. Let's go back. Now, like I said, it's still a challenge to get back. How much oxygen? We're at 65, so we need to hurry up. He's trying to make excuses. That's right, rule number 1. Find the biggest guy and then take him out. So we're probably gonna cross his path again, so just be ready. Remember, all this time, there's rocks that we could get to help our sentence out. There we go. Still not there yet. Oh, what's our oxygen at? 48. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go. All right, sweet. Get some oxygen. I know, we gotta settle this outside. He wants to keep coming at me, bro. I can't spell douchebag, but that's all right. Should be getting close. I think we've passed quite a few. Let's see how many merits I did knock off. I'm not sure if it actually took away merits because I killed him. I don't know. I've never done that to anybody in prison before, so I guess we'll see. But he, of course, deserved it. Yeah, I think we're getting real close now. Hey, that's the last one. Now I just got to make our way around, and then we're back at the start. We can see how many credits got knocked off. Here we go. I think Dolvine is the best. Aphorite's the worst. I don't 100% remember though. See, what happened was when he started doing it, it made it go up into the red. And he made it blow up instead of being able to extract the Aphorite or the Dolvine in the case of what happened. So he screwed it up. He says he was helping out, but he blew the rock up, and then I couldn't get anything out of the rock. So you see what drops here? These are things that you can pick up. So I can hold R to get that out of the way. And you can hit store. And it should put it in your... Let's see. I don't know how that works now. As I'm carrying it, I guess you got to pick it up first. You can't automatically... There it goes. Now it's doing it. Took a while. Now you see how this works? There are 3 different types of ores that you can get, and they have different prices. So one is the best, and another one is second, and then third. This is essentially what you do, though. Well, that's great. I'm stuck in an animation. All right, was there any more? Yep, one more. Any more? Yep. More left. Wait for it. You just got to kind of be patient with the server. For whatever reason, doesn't want to pick these up. I gotta hit carry. Nope, carry's not working either. You know, my inventory might be maxed. No, it shouldn't be maxed. There's no way it's maxed. All right, well. Oh, no. Freeze. Oh, no, God. Server disconnect. But luckily, that still counts as far as the mission we did. So at this point, the only way to go back into the game is to quit it and then go back in. You can't do it this way, see? But all right, so I didn't get a chance to show you everything I wanted to because we had to go to prison, but showed you a little bit extra. The whole inventory system, the permadeath system, is a major game changer in what this game is all about. So I'm really excited to play more in the future, and I can't wait. I can't wait until I get to show it off more. So do expect some more streams and videos in the future because the game is really starting to take place. And you know I love this so much. So don't forget, guys, I got that Splinter Cell tier list coming up very soon. Hopefully I'll have it out at some point in this week. So stay tuned for that. Other cool games and other videos coming out as well. So thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Be safe, take care of each other, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for the super chat, bud. I really appreciate it. JT, thanks for the new subscribers. I appreciate you as well. Love you all, and don't forget to follow on Discord. Of course, links are in the description. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already, and click the bell for notifications to be aware of when new videos and streams are out. We'll see you next time. Peace out. Bitches.